Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy day 15. We are almost to the halfway mark. Can we call this the halfway mark? Congratulations for being here. I wanted to share with you today a thought about unwavering faith. So I love this quote by Muhammad Ali, and I'm going to share some things with you today and then put the resources down in the comments so that if you want to grab this as well, you can absolutely have it in your fingertips or in your ear or however you like to consume books. Okay. The quote from Muhammad Ali, it says, "It's the lack of faith that makes people afraid of meeting challenges. And I believed in myself." That is so powerful. It's the lack of faith that makes people afraid of meeting the challenges. And I simply believed in myself. And so sometimes I love hearing people's stories of triumph, people's stories of success, people's stories of getting from point A to point B, and the gap that we're talking about. I love to hear the stories of real life examples. So, did you know? I'm going to share these that 27 publishers passed on Dr. Seuss's first book. Dr. Seuss. I have his quote hanging in my kitchen, okay? Dr. Seuss was rejected by his first 27 publishers. And then he went on to publish more than 60 successful titles, selling more than 600 million books globally. Did you know that Babe Ruth, he had 1,330 strikeouts, and he also held the home run record. He was considered one of the greatest baseball players of all times. What about Vincent van Gogh? He sold only one painting to a friend, but he kept on painting. And by the end, by the time that he died, he had created more than 800 pieces, which now command millions of dollars a piece. What about Walt Disney? Did you know that he was fired from the newspaper because he had no good ideas? Did you know that? Before he went on to create one of the most creative companies that have ever existed. Elvis Presley, did you know that he was told after an audition to the Grand Ole Opry that he should go back to his other job as a truck driver? Well, he ignored that advice and he went on to become a music icon. Michael Jordan. I love this story. Did you guys know? I bet you did, that he was cut from his high school basketball team before joining the Chicago Bulls and becoming a basketball icon. So we think about all of these people. We think about that quote of, many people don't even want to meet the challenge just because of lack of belief in themselves. I found so interesting that Dr. Seuss kept writing, that Babe Ruth, he kept swinging. Van Gogh kept painting. Tyler Perry kept there was another one I didn't read. Walt Disney kept imagining. Elvis Presley kept singing. Michael Jordan kept shooting. And why? Like, why did they keep going? How much failure, right? Society can view failure in so many ways. Those people, those stories had so much failure, but they kept believing. They kept believing in the process, they kept believing in themselves, and they kept believing in the calling that they were being pulled towards. Why did they keep going? Well, for many of them, it was simply the belief and faith in the process and in themselves. The only answer that we can come up with of why did this happen, how did this happen, is the unwavering faith that they maintained. Unwavering faith. We get to these stories, and I hope that you guys are thinking this too. And we think that success almost never, ever, ever, ever will just fall into your lap, right? And there's no shortcut, right? Here I am. Here's where I want to be. There's the gap. Well, guess what? I can't go around and hey, here I am. I'm here. Or I can't go under and find a secret route. I have to cross the gap, right? There are no shortcuts. The only way to keep going from A to B to bridge the gap is to keep the faith. Keep the faith, my friends. Okay, none of these folks that we talked about this morning, and honestly, many more, we could tell stories even in our own lives, would have ever made it to the top, to their fame, to their, their version of success. We all have a different definition. If they had let the setbacks cloud their vision and cause their faith to waver and for them to back away. It was their faith that fueled their ongoing effort long before they were met with their definition of success. It was their decision to maintain that unwavering faith. It was so clear, it was so bold, and it was unwavering. My friends, I seriously just wanted to share that with you today. There is something that you said was important to you and your family that you are going to go after. And I want you today, in this kind of mid mark of the month, on this beautiful Sunday that we are gifted, I want you to think about faith, faith in the process, faith in the guidance of a Heavenly Father that is so loving, so patient, so kind, and so generous. So generous. Faith in the process of taking the steps towards that goal, towards bridging the gap. Faith in you, in you. You are given the goal, you are given something that you are excited about, and those reasons why you want to accomplish it is not self-righteous, it is not self-centered, and it is not selfish. Um, it's important. It's important that we take steps, and it's important that you hold on to the faith. What does that look like for you? How are you going to keep the faith today? Just one day at a time, today. And my friends, we will see that the growth, it might not fall into our laps by midnight tonight, like, Cinderella, the stroke of midnight, poof, everything is magic. Not so much. But keeping that unwavering faith, keeping the action, we will find ourselves in a place that is unimaginable and honestly bigger and grander than we could ever imagine because we kept on going. Keep on going. Hold the faith. Hold your goals. Don't dilute. Remember, I love you. Don't dilute your goals. You've got this. And I can't wait to see just what today brings. What today brings. Your finish line might not be exactly today, but it's coming for all of us. And we are doing amazing things together. All right, ladies, that's all for now. We'll see you tomorrow.